Hey guys, so for today's video I have a first impressions demo kind of video on the Born This Way foundation and concealer by Too Faced. I am so excited to have this video up for you guys. I have been dying to try these. I got these in the mail last week and I have been having to hold them aside for this video, so I'm really excited for you guys to see what my first impressions is. Do I love them? Do I hate them? I don't know. If you guys are interested in checking out kind of my thoughts on these, what shades I chose, what the claims are, if I feel like the foundation and concealer live up to the claims, pretty much if you want to just hear my thoughts, then just keep on watching. So let's jump right into this because I am super duper excited to test this out. Ever since the Too Faced Born This Way foundation came out, I was a little bit curious about it, but I don't know, it didn't seem like it was for oily skin, so I was kind of just like, meh. Didn't really purchase it. But then the Born This Way concealer came out, and you guys know me, anytime a brand comes out with a new concealer, I'm like, I need to get on that. So I'm like, I might as well test it out with the foundation, especially because I've seen a couple YouTubers who have oily skin and really love the Born This Way foundation, even though it's not marketed for oily skin. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just try it out. So I picked up the shade Warm Beige in the foundation, and then I picked up the shade Light in the concealer, which I looked up swatches after I purchased, which, yeah, that's like super stupid, but I'm feeling like I should have got light medium, but it's okay. I'm down for a super light highlight. So this is what the boxes look like. Super cute, black, gold, and pink. You can never go wrong. Too Faced always is amazing with their packaging. This is the packaging of the foundation. It just says Born This Way in gold. And then here's the packaging for the concealer. Again, such amazing packaging. They're both kind of like fairly heavy, like good quality feeling. So before we jump into actually testing out the products, I do want to just go over the claims a little bit. So the Born This Way foundation is oil-free. It's called the Undetectable Medium to Full Coverage Foundation. Now what's really cool, I'll show you guys on the side of it here if you want to take a screenshot there, but it says that it's infused with coconut water to delicately replenish skin moisture levels. It has Alpine Rose, which anything with rose and coconut, like, oh, give it to me. So that was another thing that like made me want to get it. Alpine Rose to brighten the skin's appearance and promote elasticity. Hyaluronic acid for smoother, more youthful looking skin. So 100% of people said that this foundation blurred their imperfections, and 98% said that this made their skin look absolutely perfect. 97% said that this foundation provided a natural coverage. So we are going to go in with primer, but I don't want to use a primer that's going to like alter my skin too much. So I am just going to use a plain old good, you know, silicone primer. I'm not going to use a mattifying one. I'm not going to use a radiant one. Just a good old like basic smoothing primer. For today's application, I am going to use a beauty blender because I'm pretty sure that this, well, when I tested the swatch, I could tell that this foundation is more like on the liquid side. So anytime I have a liquid foundation, I like to use a beauty blender. Anytime it's more of a moussey foundation, I like to more prefer a, oops, got that in my hair. I more prefer a brush. So we're just going to go in with a beauty blender. I don't really know how much to apply on the face, but this is just one pump, and I feel like one pump gives a lot. Like one pump is spreading far, which is really good, because normally I gotta pump out like 3 pumps. This color is gonna be bomb, I can already tell. So let's just go in with the beauty blender here. I have it damp, of course, and we're just gonna go right into it. I actually have a ton of redness today. I don't know if you guys noticed on my skin. I normally have redness, but today it's like intense. So it's actually a good day to test out this foundation to see how it covers. So right now I can tell it blends really nicely. It's actually very like similar to my Estee Lauder Double Wear, just more, it's like from, I mean, please take what I'm saying as like very lightly because I've obviously just tried it for like 10 seconds. But it right off the bat is reminding me of like a little bit more of a natural version of my Estee Lauder Double Wear, which I'm all about that because you guys know I love the Estee Lauder Double Wear. So if I can get a foundation that's like a lighter version of that one, hello. It blends beautifully, and so far, I mean, it's looking full coverage. One little dot goes kind of a long way, like it goes, you know? It goes a good distance without having to put too much on, I can tell. This color is perfect. I'm so glad I didn't go for a darker shade. I almost went for sand or honey beige, I think it was, but I'm glad I went for warm beige because it's really nice. Okay, so in terms of the coverage, I do agree with the medium to full claim, just because I feel like if you put an average amount, you will get it medium, and if you put more like I did, you get full. Right now with the amount that I put, I feel like it's medium to full, but closer to the full range. I do still see a tad bit, just a teensy bit of redness seeping through. But I feel like that's nothing. Like, I feel like this foundation would be buildable. Like, let's actually easily just put a tiny, because I feel like I put more on this side than this side here, so I'm gonna put a tiny bit more, and let's just go on top of it. I feel like it's so like thin feeling that not thin, but just the consistency is so easy to kind of build up, I can tell. Yeah, like look how easy that just went on over top. It doesn't look cakey. I love this foundation so far. Like, it's very rare for me. I feel like this is gonna be one of my new fave foundations. Like, I'm loving it. I'm just putting a tad bit more on my forehead because I always feel like my forehead doesn't get enough love with foundation. I always do everything else and kind of put less on my forehead. It's a very natural finish. On the cheekbones, it's giving some dew, but on my T-zone, it's giving me that matte look, which is really nice. I feel like this might be perfect for all skin types, oily, combo, and dry. Let's quickly go over the claims. 100% of people said that this blurred their imperfections. I can definitely see why they said that. This looks very like flawless, airbrushed, blurred looking. 98% said it made their skin look perfect. I can agree with that too, not gonna lie. Like right now I'm looking in the mirror and I'm like, yes, work. Like you know how you just feel good about yourself? That's what you want when you put a foundation on. So it's making me feel good about my skin. Natural coverage. Again, I wouldn't say natural coverage, I would say natural finish. The coverage I wouldn't say is natural. For me, a natural coverage is like sheer to light. This is more of a really pretty natural finish, medium to full coverage. Now onto the concealer. Let's go over a little bit of their claims. So it's infused with the same things that the foundation is, which I'm totally down for. The coconut water, alpine rose, and hyaluronic acid. So 97% said natural undetectable finish, and 97% said smooth creaseless finish. We're gonna test that out. 97% said flawless, no makeup look. So let's see if this lives up to it. Again, I chose the shade Light. And right off the bat, let me show you guys the wand here. It's really nice. It's kind of a doe foot, but it has a nice angled kind of tip, which I personally enjoy. Ooh, it's also flexible. But you guys know I'm like this weird person who's like super picky about my wands and my applicators. I feel like no other like beauty YouTuber cares about that, and I'm always just like, how's the wand though? I'm putting a shitload on because, I mean, you guys know me, I like a lot of concealer. Like, I get told in the comment section all the time, like, why'd you put so much concealer on? And I'm just like, because I like it. So I'm putting it down the center of my face as well. I really like the smell of this. Super like light, very faint, fresh, slightly coconut, slightly rose scent. Really beautiful. I really like it. Again, damp beauty blender. Normally in the center, I just use the bottom to kind of help blend it in. And then down here, I will use the point. It blends out beautifully. I will tell you right now, I can just see, it's like, look at that. It's just hello, hi, bye, not even there anymore. It just like blends into the skin. Do you guys even see that? It blends right into the skin and disappears. I actually am happy that I picked up this shade. It's a nice shade. So the real test here is underneath the eyes. I'm also gonna bring it up the sides of my nose. Wow, so that was quick to blend out. Like, it blended out super quick and easy. I'm liking that so far. I would say that the concealer is not as full coverage as the foundation. I do wish that the concealer was a tad bit fuller coverage. So it does live up to the claim that it's saying natural coverage for the concealer of the no makeup look. That claim is definitely true. Because I feel like I would use this for glam makeup. Maybe it wouldn't be my first pick for glam makeup. But you could definitely make it full coverage. I could just put more on, but this would probably be one of my go-to concealers for the no makeup look days. How good does it look right under the eye, right? Like, it looks good. It doesn't crease or anything. So it does live up to that claim of 97% said smooth, creaseless finish. I would definitely say it gives a very smooth finish. 97% said flawless, no makeup look. Yes, definitely. 97% said natural, undetectable finish, for sure. So I would definitely agree with all the claims. Just from my personal preference, I'm like a little tad bit, teensy bit disappointed in the concealer. I wish it was more like to match the formula of the foundation. This is fuller coverage, again, medium to full, closer to the full. This is more light to medium, closer to medium. Let's try to build it up. Let's do that. Let me just put like, you know, a little bit more. Because sometimes concealers can be tricky to build up because then it can just look cakey. No, like no, that does not look cakey whatsoever. It just, do you guys see how that just like really blended in right there? That's it, done. Like now I love it. Now I'm obsessed with it. It gave me that extra boost of coverage and it does not look cakey. Look how easy this is blending out. So the foundation is actually setting really beautifully. If you have dry skin, you wouldn't have to use powder with it because it actually dries down. Like there's no transfer. It's not sticky. It's just dry actually right now. So for my oily skin, I will definitely powder it, but I hate when a foundation doesn't set down, and this one is setting down. So I'm actually gonna go ahead and do the rest of my makeup, and then I'm gonna come back on here for you guys and tell you guys how the foundation and the concealer was when applying powders and other products on top of it. So how the bronzer, blush, highlight blended, how the under eye powder blended, and I will come back to kind of conclude my thoughts for you guys. So I just finished my full face of makeup. I honestly have nothing bad to say about the foundation or the concealer in terms of how it worked with the rest of my makeup. Everything blended on perfectly. I obviously did set it with powder. I have oily skin, so that's just a step that I'm always going to do. The only thing that I did notice that I will say is the concealer in the shade Light. It's really nice and yellow once you like apply it, but once you blend it out and it kind of sits, I've personally found that it went a little bit pink. So I don't know if it oxidizes or if it changes colors or if it's just this particular shade, but I noticed that once it was blended out and dried down, it was more of a pink shade and less of a yellow shade, which was, I don't know, kind of strange. But that's the only thing. Other than that, I feel like everything blended really smoothly. All in all, I'm super happy with how the first impressions turned out for both of these products, but mainly the foundation. Like, I feel like I just found my second Holy Grail foundation, because I mean, I don't feel like it could replace my Estee Lauder Double Wear, but it's coming real close. Like, I'm really obsessing over this. It might even become my Holy Grail, who knows? I don't know. I really love it so much, so I'm really excited and happy that I tested these both out. If you guys own them and you love them or you hate them, let me know what your guys' reviews are too. Write them in the comments down below. Like, thumbs up this video if you want to see more first impressions in the future, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys. Mwah.